Some people are born into comfort. Others are born into a fight. Today's life story is about a very poor, in prison and paying to royalty in his field of entertainment. His sweat and blood inspire millions. He was born into a battle, and he refused to lose. Watch till the end, and you will introduce to the life of hell and become royalty. Imagine being born into a family where survival mattered more than dreams. Where every day was another test. Where hope seemed like a luxury. That was the beginning of the legend. He is the one who stands in every storm of life. Who never looks back. Who never quit. He is none other than the one and only Booker T. Huffman Jr. He was born on March 1, 1965. In Plain Dealing, Louisiana, USA. Soon after, his family moved to Houston, Texas, where most of his childhood was spent. From the very beginning, life was unfair. Booker came from a large family with very little money. His parents worked hard, but providing for 8 children was never easy. Even worse, tragedy struck while he was still young. His mother passed away after battling illness. Not long afterward, his father also died. Before Booker even became a teenager, he had already become an orphan. Imagine losing both parents before you truly understand what life is. The pain was overwhelming. The family struggled emotionally. Financially, things became even worse. Booker and his brothers and sisters had to depend on relatives just to keep moving forward. There were days when survival was the only goal. Luxury? That word didn't exist. Expensive clothes? Forget about it. Dreams of becoming famous? They felt impossible. Like many teenagers growing up in a difficult neighborhood, Booker was surrounded by crime, gangs, and bad influences. Every street corner offered 2 paths. One led toward success. The other led toward destruction. Sadly, Booker made the wrong choice. As a young man, he became involved with friends who committed armed robberies. Eventually, the police caught him. Booker was arrested and sentenced to prison. In a single moment, his future seemed over. Most people believe that once someone goes to prison, life is finished. Booker believed something different. He believed people deserve a second chance. Prison became the darkest chapter of his life. The walls were cold. The days felt endless. Every night, he thought about the choices that had brought him there. For the first time, he truly understood that blaming the world would never change his future. Only changing himself could. After serving his sentence, Booker walked out of prison with almost nothing. No fame. No fortune. No guarantees. Only one decision. To never return to that life again. Finding a job wasn't easy. Many employers saw his criminal record before they saw the person standing in front of them. Rejection followed rejection. But Booker kept trying. Eventually, he found work at a warehouse. It wasn't glamorous. The pay wasn't great. But honest work gave him something priceless. Hope. One day, his older brother, Lash Stevie Ray Huffman, introduced him to professional wrestling. At first, Booker wasn't convinced. He had never imagined himself inside a wrestling ring. But after attending training, something changed. For the first time in years, he discovered a purpose. Training was brutal. Every fall hurts. Every mistake left bruises. Every practice demanded discipline. But compared to everything life had already thrown at him, the pain inside the ring felt small. Little by little, the former prisoner transformed into an athlete. And without realizing it, Booker T had just taken the first step toward becoming one of the greatest champions in wrestling history. When Booker T stepped into a wrestling ring for the first time, he wasn't chasing fame. Every training session reminded him that life had given him another opportunity, one he refused to waste. His older brother, Stevie Ray, stood beside him through the journey. Together, they formed a tag team called Harlem Heat. At first, very few people expected them to become legends. They were underestimated, overlooked, sometimes even dismissed. But Booker had spent his entire life proving people wrong. Soon, Harlem Heat arrived in World Championship Wrestling, WCW. What happened next surprised the wrestling world. Their chemistry was incredible. Their power was unmatched. Their determination was impossible to ignore. Match after match, victory after victory, they climbed to the top. Harlem Heat became one of the greatest tag teams in wrestling history, winning the WCW World Tag Team Championship 10 times. Fans who had never heard of Booker T now chanted his name. The young man who once struggled to find a job because of his past was now standing under bright arena lights in front of thousands of cheering fans. But Booker wasn't satisfied. He wanted more. He wanted to prove he could succeed on his own. When he began competing as a singles wrestler, many doubted him. Some believed he would always be just a tag team wrestler. Booker answered those doubts the only way he knew how: by working harder than everyone else. Then came the opportunity that changed his career forever. Booker T captured the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Not once, not twice, but 5 times. Each championship represented more than a title belt. It represented every difficult day of his childhood, every moment of poverty, every mistake, every second chance, every dream that refused to die. Around this time, Booker developed one of the most recognizable personalities in wrestling. He wasn't just strong. He was entertaining. He mixed confidence with humor. His famous catchphrase, "Can you dig it, sucka?" echoed through arenas around the world. Fans loved it. Children repeated it. Even people who didn't watch wrestling recognized those words. Great champions don't just win matches. They create moments people never forget. His charisma made him different. He could make fans laugh 1 minute, then inspire them the next. That balance turned him into one of wrestling's most beloved stars. When WWE purchased WCW in 2001, Booker entered a new chapter. Everything changed again. New locker room, new opponents, new challenges. Many wondered if he could succeed against WWE's biggest superstars. Booker didn't answer with words. He answered inside the ring. He battled legends. He earned respect. He won championships. And then came one of the most unforgettable transformations of his career. Booker T became King Booker. Wearing a royal crown and speaking with exaggerated royal confidence, he entertained millions of fans. Some people laughed. Some people booed. Everyone remembered him. His over-the-top royal speeches became comedy gold and showed that Booker wasn't afraid to laugh at himself while still performing at the highest level. Behind all the fun, however, stood a man who had survived poverty, prison, rejection, and failure. Every smile in the ring hid years of struggle outside it. Booker often reminded people that your worst mistake doesn't have to become your permanent identity. He knew this because he had lived it. The former warehouse worker, the former prisoner, the forgotten teenager from Houston, was now one of the biggest names in professional wrestling. But his greatest contribution to the sport was still ahead. Because Booker T was about to discover that creating champions could be even more meaningful than becoming one himself. He faced poverty, prison and pain and made wrestling royalty. His legacy that changed lives. For many athletes, winning championships is the ultimate goal. For Booker T, it was only the beginning. After proving himself as one of the biggest stars in both WCW and WWE, he realized something powerful. True success isn't measured by how many titles you win, it's measured by how many lives you inspire. Throughout his legendary career, Booker T built one of the greatest resumes in professional wrestling history. He became a 6-time world champion, winning the WCW World Heavyweight Championship 5 times and the World Heavyweight Championship in WWE once. He also captured numerous other championships, including the WCW World Television Championship, United States Championship, Hardcore Championship, Intercontinental Championship, and was an 11-time World Tag Team Champion across WCW and WWE. Every championship belt represented another chapter in a story that almost ended before it began. Then came one of the greatest honors in wrestling. Booker T was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Not just once, but twice. First, as an individual for his remarkable career. Later, alongside his brother Stevie Ray as part of the legendary tag team Harlem Heat. Very few wrestlers achieve that distinction. It was recognition not only of his talent, but of his perseverance. When his full-time wrestling schedule slowed down, Booker didn't disappear from the sport. Instead, he found a new mission: helping others succeed. He founded Reality of Wrestling, RO, a wrestling school and promotion in Texas dedicated to training the next generation of wrestlers. Many young athletes who thought their dreams were impossible found guidance under Booker. He became the mentor he wished he had when he was younger. Booker also worked as a respected WWE commentator, sharing his knowledge, humor, and unmistakable personality with millions of viewers. Outside wrestling, he appeared in films, television shows, podcasts, interviews, and motivational speaking events. His influence reached far beyond the ring. In his personal life, Booker experienced both joy and challenges. His first marriage ended in divorce. Later, he married Sharmil Huffman, who was also well known in professional wrestling. Together they built a strong partnership, and they have children. Their relationship became one of wrestling's most respected couples. One thing many fans don't know is that Booker has always believed in giving back to the community. Through mentoring, charity work, and youth programs, he has encouraged young people to avoid the mistakes he once made. He often speaks openly about his criminal past, not because he is proud of it, but because he wants others to understand that one bad decision does not have to define an entire life. That honesty has inspired countless people. Booker has also faced injuries throughout his wrestling career. Like many professional wrestlers, years of intense competition took a physical toll on his body. Yet he continued to perform with remarkable determination. And of course, there was his unforgettable sense of humor. Whether shouting, "Can you dig it, sucka?" or entertaining fans as the overconfident King Booker, he proved that greatness and laughter can exist together. His personality made him impossible to forget. Today, Booker T's legacy is about far more than championship belts. It is about redemption. It is about second chances. It is about refusing to let your past become your future. A boy who lost both parents. A teenager surrounded by poverty. A young man who went to prison. A worker trying to rebuild his life. A student learning professional wrestling. A champion lifting world titles. A Hall of Famer. A mentor. A husband. A father. A businessman. A teacher. A legend. Every chapter reminds us of one simple truth. Your worst mistake does not have to become your final destination. Booker T transformed pain into purpose. Failure into fuel. Regret into wisdom. And obstacles into opportunities. So if life has knocked you down, if people only see your past, if the world tells you that you'll never succeed, remember Booker T. Remember that even after losing his parents, even after prison, even after rejection, he refused to surrender. Because champions are not born when they win. Champions are born the moment they decide to stand back up after life knocks them down. One decision. One opportunity. One second chance. That is all it takes to begin writing a new future. And maybe the greatest victory of your life is still waiting for you. Can you dig it? Yes, you can. Start your journey. Thank you for watching. If Booker T's journey inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another powerful true story.